What is going on, guys? Thanks for checking out this video, my sports Gematria. In this video, I'm going to go over a football game for Sunday, September 11th, 2022. I'm going to show you highlights of each side, and it's going to be up to you to determine who you think will win based on the numbers. I encourage you to add additional information on top of this if needed for you to feel confident in your own pick. And I wish you guys the best of luck on all your picks this weekend. Let's go ahead and get into the game. We're going to be looking at Sunday Night Football, the Buccaneers on the road to Arlington, Texas against the Dallas Cowboys. I wonder if you heard my stomach growl just now. The Buccaneers are favored on the road, 2.5-point favorite. This is the second primetime game for week one, where the road team is the favorite and the home team is the underdog. And we're going to see that one more time for Monday Night Football as well, where the Broncos are favorited or are favorites on the road against the home team, Seahawks. So all three primetime games this week, Thursday, Sunday, and Monday, the road team is the favorite. Home teams are the underdogs in primetime games for week one. On this side of the screen, let me get a bigger screen here. On this side of the screen is what I call my daily numbers, date numerology, Gregorian Hebrew calendar. And then on this side of the screen is what I call my game numbers, number specific for the game. The way that's structured here is up top here, I have the distance to the upcoming Super Bowl. I have the location of the game right here. So city, state, stadium coordinates. I do keep track of home team win-loss records for this season. So technically, this Sunday night game will be the 15th NFL game for this season. We'll know what the home team win-loss record is heading into this game after all the Sunday games are played. Right here is where I do the head-to-head record between the two teams. This is for the regular season. And then right here's the home team. Their season record, their coach's record, their quarterback record, their name gematrias, their birthdays to and from. And then at the bottom is the road team, their away team, their season record, their coach's record, their quarterback record, name gematria, birthday to and from. So let's get into this Sunday Night Football game. The Buccaneers versus the Cowboys. Blow up this screen here for full screen. Starting with the home team, I'm going to go over some numbers here for the Cowboys to win this game. And then I'm going to go over some scenarios and some numbers for the Buccaneers to win this game. So starting with the Cowboys, before we get into the numbers for the Cowboys to win this game, let's get into a storyline for the Cowboys to win this game. And the storyline that I want to get into is, well, Tom Brady and his wife, Giselle, are going through a rough patch. Possibly, potentially, she might be leaving him. Now, if you live in the Western world, if you live in America, women leaving men is a very common occurrence, especially with divorce. I think, 70 to 80% of all divorces are filed by the women. Okay. And I think it was somewhere in that same percentile that if the woman is college educated, she is more likely to divorce her man and leave him. But if this was a real, because I know a lot of us conspiracy people, we like to call scripted things and say things are pre-planned and stuff like that. But let's just hypothetically say like this was real. If this was real, let me bring up so you can see my face as I talk about this a little bit. If this was real, if this was a real, so like say this is the real world, Giselle leaving Tom Brady is the most realistic shit ever, especially in America. If it was real, Tom Brady should have a very shit season. Honestly, if his family, if his home life is being broken up by his wife to the point to where it's gonna head towards divorce, this should be an extremely bad season for Tom Brady. If it was real. A lot of people say, well, this could be scripted season. It doesn't matter what's going on in his home life. The football season's scripted and he'll win when they want them to win. And that could be true too. But a storyline that I would watch for is this right here. Because, you know, this is very bad for Tom Brady's home life. And if his home life is destroyed, if it's real, then it should play out on the field as well. And he shouldn't do that good this season, I personally think. And another note for you fellas out there, just know that it doesn't matter how many Super Bowls you win. It doesn't matter how much money you make while winning those Super Bowls. It doesn't matter how much fame you've received because of all those super wins. It doesn't matter how many people in the world call you the greatest football player of all time. Bitches will still leave you. They'll still divorce you. They'll still dump you. It's just the nature of the beast. Hypergamy, monkey branching. It's just female nature. It's just what it is. But that's a side note. Let's get into the numbers of the game. That's a storyline I would be watching for, would be the destruction of Tom Brady and his home life. Destruction of Tom Brady and the nuclear family or whatever. But anyway, let's get into Cowboys. So if the Cowboys win this game, it'd be because Tom Brady's head is not in football. It's because his home life is being destroyed by his wife. A very common occurrence in the Western world with today's modern women. But for this game, it's 154 days to the upcoming Super Bowl. 154. Cowboys can become 14-5 head-to-head against the Buccaneers regular season. 145, 154. They're just anagrams of each other. 154, 145. Cowboys could become 14-5 head-to-head against the Buccaneers regular season with a win. Dak Prescott, it's 44 or a total span of 45 days since his last birthday. It being the 45th day of his age, he can get his 54th regular season win for his career. 54-45, they're just anagrams of each other or reflections of each other. But at the same time, 45 sums to 54. 54 sums to 45. So they go hand in hand. And then it being 44 or a total span of 45 days. If you write out 44, 44 sums to 54 as well as 45. And it also sums to 144. So 44, a total span of 45 days since his birthday. He can get his 54th win. Both 44 and 45 have connections to 54. But also 44 sums to 144. And Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy can get his 144th win regular season for his career to go with. This will be the 19th regular season head-to-head matchup between these two teams. Cowboys coach can get his 19th regular season win as a coach for the Cowboys. And the Buccaneers coach can get his 19th loss regular season as a coach for the Buccaneers. This will be Tom Brady's 317th start for his career. 317 is basically just an anagram of 173. 173, the 40th prime number. That being the 40th day of his current age, his 45-year-old age. I'm just looking at something here. No, I was thinking it was connecting to 74 because he could get a 74th loss, but maybe not. Maybe there isn't a connection there for the 74. So we'll just skip that part. But he could get his 10th regular season loss as a quarterback for the Buccaneers, as the Buccaneers become 0-1, 0-1 on the road, as the Cowboys become 1-0, 1-0, like 10 at home for the season with the win. What else? What else? I think that kind of is what I have for the Cowboys. I think really it comes down to Dak Prescott, the 44-45, him getting that 54-144. I think it comes down to the 15-4 and it being 154 days till the upcoming Super Bowl that could play out for the Cowboys. And then, of course, the bigger narrative overall here is what Tom Brady's home life is going on with his modern day Western white woman destroying the home family just because he wants to play another year of football. All right, she can't be proud of him because he's the GOAT. She can't be proud of him because he's won 7 Super Bowls and he's the oldest football player. She can't be proud that he's making NFL history and just history in sports in general. She's not proud of him for that. She's not grateful for that she's married to a man like that. She just wants this guy to be a stay-at-home dad so she can go off and have her career going. She wants to be the center of attention. She wants to be the alpha in the family home, and she wants him to be the beta and the stay-at-home dad, yada, yada, yada. That's just modern women in the Western world for you. And it could destroy his entire last quote-unquote season. But I digress with that. Let's go ahead and get into why some things that could allow Tom Brady and the Buccaneers to go ahead and win this game, this opening game. They are favored on the road. The second primetime team that's on the road that is favored. All 3 primetime games, the away team, the road team is favored. Sorry to interrupt the video, you guys, but I need a huge favor from you. Can you go ahead and like this video and leave a comment below? It's going to help with my channel, the algorithm, and the overall growth. I really appreciate you guys watching this video. I really appreciate you guys being on my channel. And let's get back into the video. So let's get into the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers. So let's go back to Tom Brady here. I want to show you guys something. His full name, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr. Copy that. We go over here. Go into paste. If we paste this out, his full name sums to 163. This will be a day, the 163rd day of the Hebrew religious calendar. Okay. Tampa Bay Buccaneers sums to 316. 316 is just an anagram of 163. We know his full name sums to 163. And that could be the reason why the Buccaneers become 13-6 head-to-head against the Cowboys for the regular season with a win. 136, 316, 163. They're all just anagrams of each other. And that can play in the favor for Tom Brady and the Buccaneers to win this game on the road in Arlington, Texas. Also, his name, Thomas Edward Patrick Brady Jr., sums to 415. And I already talked about this number, 154. It's 154 days till the upcoming Super Bowl. His name sums to 415. 415. That's just anagrams of each other. And this could play right in the hands of Cowboys becoming 15-4 head-to-head against the Buccaneers. That could happen for sure. But at the same time, Mike McCarthy, the coach for the Cowboys, he could get his 93rd regular season loss for his career. 93 sums to 154. It also sums to 62, which is a number for the Gregorian calendar. This day will have 62 date numerology on the Gregorian. Buccaneers sums to 62. Tampa Bay Buccaneers sums to 62. And then also that 93 sums to 143 to go with. He could become 143, 93 for a regular season record with the loss. 93 summoned to 154. 154 days till the upcoming Super Bowl, playing against full name Tom Brady 415, 163. I didn't really see anything for Bruce Arians on the 81 or the 49. Nothing really stuck out to me on that one. This is his 50th regular season game as a coach for Buccaneers. He could get his 32nd regular season win. 32 sums to 50. So that could be, it can go hand in hand, 50, 32. I didn't see anything for the 244 for Tom Brady or the 25, but it is there. Yeah, not a whole lot of numbers either way for this game. Kind of a tough one, in my opinion. Just because the numbers aren't like insanely jumping out at me. I mean, I think Cowboys have some pretty good numbers. And I think the idea of fading Tom Brady as his family gets destroyed by his modern Western white woman. As a nuclear family gets destroyed by the GOAT. See, you can't even win. Doesn't matter how many Super Bowls you win in this modern day and age, you still can't keep your marriage together. Doesn't matter how much money you win, how much fame you have, how many Super Bowls you win. Bitches are still bitches. Female nature, hypergamy, monkey branching. It's just what it is, unfortunately. Oh, one thing I could have mentioned is Dallas Cowboys. Dallas Cowboys sums to 74. That could be where the Tom Brady gets his 74th regular season loss. That could be, I missed that completely. So there's that going against Tom Brady. I don't know. Tough call. With Tom Brady being born on August 3rd, 8/3, you want to come up with the idea that he could become 8-3 in Super Bowls before retiring, because he's 7-3 right now. He's sitting on 73 regular season losses. This will be the 73rd day of the Hebrew religious side of the calendar, the side that I completely made up. And a lot of times, if you see numbers that connect to the religious side of the Gregorian, you almost want to fade those numbers more often than not. So if it's the 73rd day and he's sitting on 73, I almost want to fade it and see him pop to that 74. But I just don't see a lot of numbers. I may have to look ahead. I'm going to have to keep looking at this game because I'm not totally convinced either side. And there's some narratives outside of this game that are interesting. And again, with all primetime games this week, all the home teams are underdogs. I feel like one or two of them are probably going to win, maybe. I mean, we'll see. I don't know if the public's going to clean up this week in week 1. They usually don't. But I don't know. Hopefully this helps. Not the best of videos, but hopefully this helps. Hopefully this gives you an idea of what's going on in this game, some narratives, maybe adds to the decode that you already have. Get you started on a decode if you haven't already. Definitely interesting. I'm going to continue to look over this game as Sunday comes closer and closer. I'm not sure which side I'm going to go with as of yet. I still have to look this over. And then I have some other games I got to put together for Sunday. And then I'll be doing a picks preview video for Monday Night Football. Look out for that. I don't know if I'm going to record it today or if I'm going to record it this weekend. But, yeah, I really appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate the support. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully you win all the money in the world. And I'll see you guys in the next video.